Hey guys, hi, hope everybody's doing okay. So this is another Pilates session to add to the library. As usual, we're going to go with the same format because it's different from a lot of classes where we kind of set up a bank of exercises and we execute them and then we move on. It's all about doing stuff at your own time. Okay, so that means some of you might want to do some of the exercises just 3 or 4 times and then move on to the next. Some of you might want to take a lot longer and stay with the particular exercise and maybe do up to 30, 40, 50 reps. Okay, it's all about doing what feels good for you. So with that in mind, generally how we format these sessions, or how I format these sessions, is that I will set up the exercise, give a few demos, give you a few options, variations, and then get you to press the pause button and then just keep going in your own time until you're ready to move on to the next exercise, and then follow the same sequence through. So we're actually going to do 5 exercises only, and that is including our little warm-up, which is going to be our roll down, because we always start with a roll down, simply because it just warms everything up, and it just slows us down and gets us to listen to our body and just feel our body movement, okay? So if you're ready, find a little bit of a space. Make sure you're warm enough, okay? It's not big dynamic movement, so it's really important that we don't get cold. So if you need to, put a long sleeve jumper on. If you're in a garage, so I know some of you guys go out and do these sessions in the garage, don't feel you can't put a hat and gloves on, okay? For this one, it's just really important that we don't get cold, okay? So find a space, and we're going to start with our roll down. One thing I will mention is some of the exercises today, we've got an option to use some resistance. So I've got a plate, just a weight, but you can use anything that you've got. You can use dumbbells, either one, hold it in both hands, or one in each hand. If you've got a kettlebell, you can use that. Anything hanging around the house, anything that you can see, as long as it's safe to pick up to use as resistance, is absolutely fine, okay? So whether it's a box of washing powder or a bottle of detergent or a tin of paint or whatever it might be, okay? Just as an option, okay? Everything can be done without. So into our roll down. We're going to start with our feet or ankles, knees, and hips square. We always start in a neutral position. So we roll those shoulders back and down and lift the chin, draw the shoulder blades in. So we start and finish from here every time. The first part of the movement is to drop our chin forward onto our chest and then bring the head, and then super slow, roll down. Now you go wherever feels comfortable for you. So if you're a little bit tight in your back, then you might only want to come down halfway, but then we reverse and we slowly come back up, and we always come back to that neutral position. And each time we come down, we're just trying to come down a little bit further. So think about those vertebrae in the spine, one at a time, one little link at a time, as we're warming through those muscles around the back. So take as long as you need to. If you need to press pause already, so that you can just keep going and stretch out, warm up, and mobilize. But if you're ready, we're going to come forward. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a fold. So drop the back of the head down so you're looking through the knees, and just really stretch out. If you want to, we're going to pick up the hands, hold on to the elbows, and just let the weight of the arms and the elbows come forward and pull you down. Feel the gravity pulling you down towards the floor. When you're ready, we're rolling back up again. So whatever you're happy and comfortable with, press that pause button, go for as long as you need to. It's a really good exercise just for stretching and mobilizing and warming everything up. When you're ready, press play again, and we're going to get into our next exercise. So we're going to do some kneeling frontal raises so that we can start to incorporate our Pilates breathing here. If it makes you think about your breathing too much and you're holding your breath, don't think about breathing at all. Just let it happen naturally, okay? But we're going to come down onto our knees. So we always start from our neutral position, so keep the shoulder blades rolled back and down. All we're going to do is exhale. So breathe out, pull your tummy button in, and lift that plate in front of you. And inhale and come back down. So exhale on the exertion, and inhale on the release. So side on, we want to just use those core muscles to make sure your spine doesn't move at all. So we're not got any momentum, we're not swinging here. It's really, really controlled. So as you lift, brace the abs. You're going to feel those core muscles switch on. You're going to feel your back muscles working. We're working chest, shoulders, biceps, brains. Well done. So again, you go as many as you want to. If you want to have a few, pop the weight down, shake it all out, and then do a few more, absolutely fine. Do as many as you can, as many as you're happy with. Then when you're ready, come on in. So we're going to come into our next exercise. Well done, guys. So for the next exercise, we're going to use the resistance again if you want to. So we're going to do our clam. It is isolating a very, very small muscle really deep into your hips and your glutes, called your piriformis. Very often, if we have any lower back pain or stiffness or tightness, it's very often this little tiny muscle is a little bit weak or a little bit tight. So this is a really good way of stretching it and strengthening it. So come on down. We're coming over and we're going to bend your knees up nice and high. We're going to push the hips forward, and all we're going to do is to lift that top knee. So if you want the resistance, it goes just on top of your thigh or on the outside of your thigh. So literally, we open that top knee. The movement is going to be really, really small. If we've got a big movement, it's because the hips are moving back and we're not working where we want to. So push the hips forward, exhale, lift the knee, and if you can, pull that tummy button in at the same time, you lift your knee. And you'll find if you can't open any more than about 5 or 6 inches, it's going to start to really feel, you're going to start to really feel this deep into your glute and into your hip, and that's exactly what we want. So keep pushing that hip forward, exhale and lift, inhale and down. The smaller the movement it is, the better it's going to work. Well done. So again, exactly the same. You press the pause button and then do as many as you're comfortable. So you start to feel fatigued on that side, that you can't do it, quite so effectively. And then I want you to flip over to the other side, do exactly the same on the opposite side. Really make sure the hips are pushed forward, brace, and you only lift that knee just a few centimeters. Well done, guys. We're doing well. We've got 2 more exercises to do in this session. So remember, all about doing them in your own time. We're going to do our dead bug. So this is a really good exercise for working our deep core muscles. The key is to make sure your spine stays in a neutral position. That's that natural position for your spine. If you find your back is popping away from the floor, I want you to press your spine flat against the floor. Okay, this is going to stop that unnatural arch. We're going to bring the knees to a 90-degree position. So just make sure kneecaps above the hips, heels in line. And if you're using the resistance of the plate, exhaling and taking the arms above your head and your toes down to the floor. Now, options here is you can do just one leg at a time, or you can go both, or you can do just the upper body. So we're still really focusing on that core control. Or you can put the plate down and just do the legs, either singles or doubles. So again, do whatever's comfortable for you. If you can, we're exhaling as the arms and legs go away from you, inhaling as you come back. Do what you're happy and comfortable with. Press pause. When you're ready, come on back for our last exercise. So finally, we're going to do our straight leg roll up, okay? So if you've got a resistance, this is a really nice one because it kind of helps you lift up into our movement. It is a roll down, like a classical Pilates roll down, but the legs are going to be straight. Really brace the abs here just to look after that back. It's always really important. So we start in a neutral position. We curl our spine into a C shape. So your chin comes under, your hips tuck under, round through your back. We're going to roll down. You can touch one vertebrae at a time as you come down to the floor. And then the same as you come up. So peel one link at a time. As you lift, the plate comes up above your head. As we come down, the plate comes into you. So you can go slowly, or you can make it a little bit explosive. Coming up. Bang, in, bang. So you choose how You want to go with that one, short and sharp, or really, really controlled. Again, take as long as you need to over that one. If it doesn't feel comfortable in your lower back, then you can go back to just our bent leg, roll down, real controlled. One vertebrae at a time, as you go down, and as you come back up again. Well done, guys. So, like I say, spend as long as you need to on all of those exercises. It's not about how many you can do and how quickly you do them. It's really about that core control, about thinking and that breathing. Hope you enjoyed that session. I hope you're doing okay and staying safe. And really looking forward to some kind of normality soon. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.